that.
What a good group we've got today. Hello again, everybody. Lance Russell and Dave Brown right along ringside. We're ready to go with another big action-packed championship wrestling program. Dave, how about it?
Boy, I got lots of folks with us here today, including our first look at a brand new tag team. These guys been here for the first time. We're talking about the Freedom Fighters.
Oh, yeah, a couple of big fellas, too. And son of a gun, we got a lot of everybody else on here today, too. Got a six-man tag as our expiration of time main event.
Should be
Let's
good.
take a look and see who we've got on today's championship wrestling program. Okay, we're going to be in the ring here in just a moment with our first opening bout. But right now, we would like to welcome in a couple of brand new faces to championship wrestling, a couple of guys you're going to get to know and know well, too. We're talking about the Freedom Fighters, Jim Hellwig. Jim, glad to have you here, and Steve Borden. Steve, glad to have you guys here. This is your first time out here. We want to get a little background on you. Jim, I know you're from Atlanta, Georgia, right?
That's right. Originally, I was out in California the last year and a half doing some wrestling out there.
And how about the record for the Freedom Fighters, Steve?
God, we've only lost 2 matches, but neither one of those were really legitimate losses. We got hit over the head with chairs and tables and everything like that. You know, they got to do anything they can to beat us.
I can see that.
I don't consider them legitimate then.
Yeah, well, that's an awfully good record starting out for young fellas. I'm standing here. I have heard this, and I know the weight. Jim is 285 and Steve is 260. 22-inch arm over here. God, nice son of a gun. Hey, I tell you, there's no question you got the physiques for it. Let me ask you this, the important thing, because I know they'll kill me if I don't find out about it. How about, are you guys married, have families, or what?
No, we're single. We're looking forward to meeting
both
all the pretty
single?
girls.
Yeah, we're single.
Do you hear that, girls? They're both single here. I want to get that.
You hear the girls out here in Nashville are kind of nice in the Mid-South, so we're looking forward to meeting them.
You bet your life. We got some lovelies around here. You better believe it. We want to wish you guys the very best of luck. I've been looking forward. I've heard a lot about you, and we're interested in having. This is the tag team capital of the world. You're going to see some awfully tough guys. You'll see some more of those chairs and chains, too, Steve.
Well, we're ready for them this time.
Okay. You ready to hit the ring?
We're ready.
Okay, let's get them up there. The Freedom Fighters. Davey, we're ready for the first act.
They're going to be involved in a single fall match coming up here. Referee making his appearance at ringside, and I just saw their opponent step through the curtains and did a double take. They stopped, and the invader here shaking his head saying, wait a minute. He didn't, I don't think maybe they realized exactly the size of team that they had signed to wrestle here today. It's going to be one fall, 15-minute time limit match. Introducing first at a total weight of 419 pounds from parts unknown, the Invader, and from Memphis, Tennessee, David Johnson. And going against him at a total weight of 545 pounds from Atlanta, Georgia, Jim Hellwig, and from California, Steve Borden, the Freedom Fighters. One fall, 15-minute time limit, referee Jerry Calhoun.
Invader was climbing out, and David Johnson says, wait a minute, you start.
You start this one, yeah.
Starting out with the 285-pound Jim Hellwig. And right away, he flashes that muscle, Dave.
Oh, he sure does. I tell you what. This is a good-looking team stepping in here. Just, you suspect that the Invader and David Johnson got a long day ahead of them. Whoa, just shoved him back into the rope. And it didn't really look like he was pushing him that hard, but the power, he just had him rolling into the ropes. So the Invader tried to use the ropes for a little extra momentum. He just bounced off of him, fell down to the mat. There it is again, Hellwig. The Freedom Fighters just shoved him to the mat. Invader makes the tag, shaking his head as he steps out, and David Johnson steps in. David meeting the same fate as the Invader.
Jim and Steve are excellent examples of a team that it's got that physical thing going for you. That's something that a lot of guys, if you're not as tall as they are, and you don't have the frame to take the kind of bodies. Now, they work like the devil, as a matter of fact, to get those kind of bodies, but you have to have at least that to begin with, and they're young. They still got a lot to learn in wrestling, but boy, they sure have got the physical attributes, Davey.
They do indeed. Starting with the size and the strength is a good way to start, I tell you. Look at that strength. Steve Borden and David Johnson and the Invader, neither of them have been able to do anything here. Whoa, that was just a forearm. He didn't hit him with a fist, he hit him with a forearm. Johnson bounced into the mat, heads for the corner, and says, hey, here's the tag. And the Invader says, no thanks. Finally, he does take the tag.
He took pity on David. Took the tag, and now we'll get down to it. Let me tell you, the Invader's been around. He can move on it, so he tangles up with Steve Borden, goes with a top wrist lock. May not be his best bet, as he's got about 5 inches in height and a whole bunch of pounds.
Yeah.
And they just get bigger. Look at the body on that, Jim.
Yeah, and he is the bigger one, and neither one of these guys are little, let me tell you.
Once again, top wrist lock, double, and off into the ropes. The Invader.
I think the Invader was just trying anything there, because there's no way he's going to be able to make a top wrist lock stick. Now they're double teaming Helwig, one of them on each side, and they still couldn't get him off his feet. Both the Freedom Fighters in there now, Steve and Jim. Steve has the Invader up on his shoulder and slams him in the center of the ring. Jim just kind of drops David Johnson out in the center of the ring. There's cover. Count is 1, 2, and it's over. And I don't think the Invader and David Johnson are that upset that this one is over, because they just were unable to get anything going against the powerful team of the Freedom Fighters, Jim Helwig and Steve Borden. An impressive debut here on Championship Wrestling. You're going to be seeing more of them around the territory. Again, the winner is the Freedom Fighters. The time on it, 3 minutes, 8 seconds.
Okay, there you saw our opening bout in there and an introduction to the Freedom Fighters, and it looks like a couple big gentlemen have entered the territory. Superstars.
Oh, listen, I'm not going to take nothing off them. They're both 6'6", 285 pounds, got muscles all over them. And I hate to say this, but they're damn near as pretty as I am. They're two of the best-looking guys I've ever seen in my life. And I ain't even, whatever way it is, I'm not taking nothing off you. You're two nice-looking athletes. But Dutchman, what do? They lift weights, right?
They lift weights.
What does the weights do?
The weights do not fight back.
Right.
They ain't fighting like we're going to fight. Now, they said they got 2 losses. Well, I don't think that record is going to get any better here, because like you said, there's a lot of tough competition, and you're looking at 2 of the toughest in the whole country, baby. Bill Superstar Dundee and Dirty Dutch Mantell. We've walked the high road, we've walked the low road, and all roads in between, and there ain't nothing we don't know, and if we don't know it, we'll make something up and say something about it. Now, they got a good record. They're nice-looking big guys, 22-inch arms with 2 losses, but like I said, I don't think the record is going to get any better here.
Well, they certainly have come into the tag capitalizing with some tough guys, but they've got the makings.
You're talking to the 2 toughest around here. International champion, Southern champion, and Southern tag team champions. How much better do you get, Lance Russell?
You got the belts, Bill. There's nobody arguing anything with that. I do have one thing to say. It seems to me that you got involved in a match involving Coco Ware that you had no business getting.
I don't even want to
around
talk about that, Lance Russell. I really don't even want to talk about that. All I'm going to say is, Eddie Marlin, if you really want to find out how big and bad your new find is from California, book him against the Dutchman and the Superstar.
Hey, listen, don't run off here now. We've got a tape coming up with Coco Ware against Ric Flair for the world title. And in all fairness, I want you guys to stay here and watch what happens on the end of it while they watch. You know what happens.
No, you stay here and watch it. I don't want to see it. I've seen all of it. I want to.
You're not going to. Hey, come on.
I ain't no need me to look at it no more. He lost. He's crying. He's begging. Ain't no
Don't
need
run off. We're going to take time
I
out.
see a grown man cry. Not even their ex-wife like to see him cry.
Okay, we're going to take time out, and we'll be back in just a moment. Without editorial comment.
Watch this.
Without editorial comment, Bill, I appreciate you staying out here. We're going to watch Coco Ware, part of it, involved in a match with Ric Flair. Now let's take a look at this and be sure to watch right down at the end of it. Pay attention. Here we go. The bell has sounded. Ric Flair, who is disturbed, upset that the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, has chosen to be out here as a second-hand advisor for the underdog challenger, Coco Ware. Coco, the Mid-America heavyweight champion, 220 pounds out of Union City, Tennessee. What a scrapping young athlete this is. The thrill of his life, a chance to become the world heavyweight champion. Forearm shot to Ware. Shoulder puts Flair down on the deck. Over the top, nice leapfrog by the champion. Reversal, and Flair fights it. Coco, snapmare over and down, count of one. Okay, what I want to do is to say we started with the opening bell, but this is obviously an edited version. The entire match went 23 minutes and 19 seconds, so this is an edited version that you're looking at with Coco and Ric Flair.
You can't really take nothing off him, Lancer. I never thought it would go past 5 minutes. And when it went into the 23-minute mark, I said, well, old Rick must be tired because Coco's doing a real fine showing. But like I keep telling you, Coco's a great wrestler. He's a fantastic wrestler. You just got to watch him right here. I'm not selling him short. That's the world's champion right there. You're talking to the Southern champion. And that makes us great wrestlers too, right? That's why we have wrestling matches, Lance Russell, to see who wins and who's the very best there is. And right now it's Ric Flair, but I'm taking nothing off Coco. He surprised me. I think he even surprised himself, Lance.
Okay, just keep watching to the end, everybody. Ric Flair down in the middle of the ring. Coco covers it. Oh, he almost got it. I mean, he was that close. And Ric Flair, with a little fright in his eyes, for the first time as he realized how close he was to losing his championship. Flair coming over to Rhodes and saying, will you get out of here, leave the ring area? Coco slips in behind, 1, 2, and Flair barely kicks out. On the apron, Flair meets him and chops him. Over the top. I thought he was going to get a flip on it. He does. Gets him down, 1, 2, but Flair kicks out again. Big chop. Coco and Flair trading licks. Nature Boy staggered in the middle of the ring. There's that big drop kick.
This is boring standing here. Can we cut it off?
Oh, Bill, we started. We're going to go. We got a couple of minutes. I want everybody to see the end. I said I'd do it without editorial comment. Just stay tuned to the end of this. Hollering. Dundee comes roaring in. Throws powder in Dusty Rhodes' eyes. Starts jumping into the ring. Flair, meanwhile, taking advantage. Buries one on Coco. 1, 2, 3. Got him. Oh, boy. 23 minutes and 14 seconds. Being distracted by Dundee. Ric Flair takes advantage of it. I can't blame him for that. Plants one on Coco, gets the win. I can't blame him for helping Dundee now. Dusty was blinded by... Hey, come on. Hey, Eddie, get somebody out here. Not Dutch Mantel. Hey, come on. Coco. Oh, boy, I'm telling you. Coco Ware got triggered by watching that. He comes roaring out here. Decks Dundee. I don't blame him for being hot. Dundee may have cost him that world title in there, but this is not the way to settle it. Good night. Everybody's out here. They got them separated, Dundee and Coco Ware. Coco and Dundee tangle in the middle. See if we can get it. Yeah. All right, let's get him out of here. Dundee breaks loose again and heads over there. Hold him back. Coco goes after Dundee again. Dundee kicking at him. He's nailing the guys trying to hold him back. Dundee was standing out here watching it with us, and I hope you saw the end of it where they worked on Coco's leg, and as we said, Flair took advantage of it. Now they got him separated again. Coco kicking Dundee. Can't get his arms loose. They're holding Dundee now. Eddie Marlin trying to get him to take Coco out of here. Coco came out while the tape was on, while you were watching the tape. He just bolted out of there, nailed Dundee. All right, Ware going after, broke loose again as he was outside the ring. See if you can get him on back out of there. Thank you, Eddie. Okay. All right, we're going to take time out here, yes. We'll take time out and we'll be back with more action in a moment. Get into the Monday night action coming up for you in just a moment. Coming out right now with us is Coco Ware, Mid-America champion. And Coco, I know you're hot at Dundee, and you got good reason in there because first I got to tell you, sensational match with Flair. Everybody saw here, and we felt like that at times in there, you were just next door to being the world heavyweight champion.
You're exactly right. The first thing I want to say, Dundee, I know you're a good wrestler, boy. Because if you wouldn't be the Southern champion. You see, I did something that nobody else could do around here. I beat your butt right in the middle of the ring last week. And you caused me to get beat by Ric Flair, the world champion. You knocked me out of a golden opportunity, punk. Now you're going to have to deal with me. You understand me? I had a lot of respect for Ric Flair because the man is the world champion of the world. But you see, Lance Russell, I was a little nervous when I went in the ring with Ric Flair. I was a little nervous. But about 10 minutes of the match, I had all the confidence in the world that I could beat the man. And most of all, Ric Flair knew that I could beat him. And I give him everything that I had. But that little snake, that sore loser, Dundee. Dundee, if I see you in the parking lot, I don't care. You're mine, boy. And then, Lance Russell, after the match, Ric Flair kept hollering to Dundee, said, Dundee, I'm going to break his leg like I did Dusty Rhodes. He was taking the sportsman completely out of it, man.
He was mad because you gave him such a match.
That's right. And he was trying to break my leg. Well, Dundee, the belt is not on the line. It's just going to be a plain match on the card, baby. It's going to be you and me, Dundee. And I'm going to beat your butt all over the place. I'm not going to be no turkey, baby. You're going to be the turkey in that battle royal. I guarantee you that. Because I'm not going to lay around the mat like a fat turkey and let you kick me like a dog, boy. You have to fight me.
Well, I can understand your anger. You'll get your chance in the ring, and that's the place to settle in there.
That's right. I can't wait, Dundee. If you had left today, when the TV show is over, I see you in the parking lot, your butt is mine.
Okay. I can't say I really blame him. An opportunity, no telling when, if ever, it will come along again. But the place to settle it is inside the ring, and they have a method for that. He was alluding to that battle royal. I tell you, this is one of the most unique things you ever heard coming up in championship wrestling. We're going to get down to it. It's going to be the final event for the Thanksgiving Day special Monday night. A couple of things I want to say. The ticket prices aren't regular. No, sir. An advantage. General admission is only $3 for Monday night. So it's a Thanksgiving Day special and a bunch of bouts, about 8 or 9 bouts in there. You'll see a start time of 8 o'clock. Get your tickets all day on Monday at the Coliseum. Ticketmaster locations you can pick up today and all day on Monday also for the Thanksgiving Day special starting 8 o'clock with general admission $3. Opening bout's going to be a mixed man and ladies match with Yamamoto and Candy Devine going against Tony Falk and Sherry Martel. Then it'll be Billy Travis and Tracy Smothers going against the Miami Vice. The Freedom Fighters will be next in line. This team is one that has been referred to as the U.S. Power Team. They prefer the Freedom Fighters, and that's exactly what we'll call them. They'll be going against the team of Tom Branch and the Spoiler. Look out for Tom Ernesto at the corner. Then it's going to be the Fabulous Ones in a battle with Tom Pritchard and Pat Rose. And, brother, that will be a dandy of a tag action match. The Fantastics will have the problem of facing the big, rugged Sheepherders, and that'll be a good one also. Jerry Lawler will be in a single match going against Dundee's Mega Maharishi Guru that Dundee brought in here. Lawler and the Guru will be going. International heavyweight title match when Phil Hickerson tries to get it back from Dutch Mantell that took it away from him right here on television, and we'll have a little clip from that a little bit later on. In a grudge match, well, I think I need say no more than Bill Dundee and Coco Ware will be facing each other one-on-one in that grudge battle. And then finally, the big turkey battle royal. Now, if you'll pay attention to this, because this is the first time we've ever had one. Normally, we've had battle royals that are, you know, guys sign up and pay money to get in. We've had battle royals where all the winners come back and get a chance at an extra prize. This turkey battle royal for this Thanksgiving Day special will be where all of the losers of the previous matches come back and will be competing for a special prize. But you got to listen to the prize. A turkey battle royal with all the losers coming back, and the first one who is thrown out of the ring or pinned in that turkey battle royal will be the winner. And his prize is going to be to get tarred and feathered right in the middle of the ring. So that is what a turkey battle royal is. Now, listen to this. Because there is a man and ladies tag match as the opener, it wouldn't be fair to put the girls in there in this particular kind of match. So the losing team in the opening bout will be represented by the man only. And if the man happens to be the one thrown out, his female partner will share in the prize of being tarred and feathered in the middle of the ring. That is a turkey battle royal. And that, my friend, is just one of the big bouts that will be taking place Monday night with general admission $3. We hope maybe that you're going to make it a point to come on down Monday night and join us for what will be outstanding action. See you there Monday night at the Mid-South Coliseum. Okay, that takes care of Monday night's action, and in all due fairness, we will again. Here comes Dundee with Dutch Mantell and Tony Falk and the Guru out here to watch the
here to watch that turkey. Don't come back in here. Now, let me tell you something, Coco Ware. I stood here for 5 minutes and watched Ric Flair beat you. All I did in that match, Russell, was come down and punch that Dusty Rhodes because he came down to Louisiana to the Superdome and attacked Bill Dundee one time in the Superdome. So I just come back to even the score. I never touched you, Coco, till the match was over. The next thing I know, you're out beating on me. Well, if you want to beat on me, sport, don't do it from a sneak attack. You're going to do it face up Monday night. Now, I'm going to tell you something. There's no belt on the line, right?
That's right.
So it's just going to be a fight, Coco, where it's just going to be you, and it's going to be me. And the best man's going to win because you're looking at him. Now, I told you before, you get a great showing against Ric Flair. What do you want me to do, write your letter? You was great against Ric Flair. The only difference is, if I had wrestled him, I would have been the world's champion. Well, I'm taking all them frustrations out on you, and I'm going to whoop you. Then you're going back into the Turkey Battle Royal, and instead of people saying Tuesday morning, Coco Ware almost beat Ric Flair, they're going to say, Coco Ware is the Thanksgiving turkey. Compliments of Bill Dundee, because he's the best there is in this stinking town.
Well, of course, that's one opinion, and it's going to be settled in the ring, as you so well put it, Bill. It'll happen right there. There's going to be...
You think he's getting away with tearing up my tuxedo in this $130 silk shirt? You're wrong, sport, because you can't afford this silk shirt. You and your kind daddy can only look at it, and I'll beat you.
Okay, Billy. We're going to take time out, and we'll be back with more action coming up for you in just a moment.
Ah, 'tis the season to be jolly.
That's right.
You know, I've heard a lot of people.
Ho, ho, ho.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people say, "Man, Christmas already?" Yeah, Christmas.
Very close.
Before you know it, I'll tell you what. You see all the Christmas decorations going up now, and that I don't mean to get off selling Christmas right this early and all, but it is here upon us, and one of the most difficult things you have to face every day is, what in the Sam Hill am I going to get so and so? There's an interesting present I think you might think about for somebody who is a wrestling fan that may be on your list. It is a cassette, an hour long, with outstanding action. Let's take a look, and right now, Lords of the Ring is what we're talking about.
Now, for the first time, a limited offer of this home videotape, The Lords of the Ring, a power-packed hour of action and excitement featuring highlights of some of the most memorable bouts and star-studded cards ever held. In your own home, you'll enjoy again and again such great bouts as Ric Flair's title defense against Kerry Von Erich in the Texas Stadium Parade of Champions, the incredible Roddy Piper, Greg Valentine dog collar match, Stan and Steve, the Fabulous Ones, in their greatest struggle with the awesome Road Warriors, the King, Jerry Lawler, and Total War with Bill Superstar Dundee. Plus, The Lords of the Ring features Dusty Rhodes, Handsome Jimmy Valiant, Rick Steamboat, Harley Race, Andy Kaufman, and many, many more. An ideal gift for your favorite wrestling fan. But remember, this is a limited offer. Call 1-800-524-2507. 1-800-524-2507. Lords of the Ring Superstars and Super Bouts. Save $15 by ordering now. Plus, you'll receive a free colorful Warrior Sports wrestling cap, a $7 value, yours free for ordering now.
Yeah, might be a good idea. You got the number, and get on in and get at it.
Sounds like a good idea to me. Hey, I tell you what, we've got somebody coming in here from Texas, someone brand new coming into the area, talking about Rick Casey. Heard some advance notices on Rick Casey, and...
you know what I'm trying to think of? I'm trying to think of his cousin, the other Casey. That's awful. I'll think of it a while. Scott Casey. Thank you very much.
Scott Casey,
yeah,
all right.
Yeah, Scott. It's Rick's cousin. Let's take a look right now at Rick Casey.
If heaven ain't a lot like Dixie, I don't want to go. If heaven ain't a lot like Dixie, I just as soon stay home.
Tommy Rogers, Bobby Fulton, better known as the Fantastic. Crowd loving them, and I'll tell you one thing, they have made themselves an impression on all of the wrestling fans that have seen them. An outstanding team, and they can really get it on. I'll tell you the thing I love to watch about these guys is when they're in there all the way. I mean, it's constant action. They really keep the pressure on you, Dave.
Just flat out, just keep it going. Well, they give away a little bit of size here and there, and they make up for it in enthusiasm and keeping the opponents off balance. Here they go. Bobby Fulton stepping up to the ring right here. Tommy Rogers.
All right, Tommy.
All right, we're ready. It's a one-fall, 15-minute time limit match. Introducing first their opponents from Mississippi at a total weight of 424 pounds, Jerry Garman and Benny Traylor. And going against them at a total of 449 pounds, from Columbus, Ohio and Tampa, Florida, Bobby Fulton, Tommy Rogers, the Fantastics. One fall, 15-minute time limit. Referees Jerry Calhoun.
All righty, we've settled it down. We're ready to get at it. It should be a good match. Size-wise, I think we're pretty well squared away here, Dave, in terms of the size. Bobby and Tommy may have a little size advantage, but Benny in there with Bobby and Tommy Rogers on the outside. Jerry Garman out.
Tommy Rogers in over that top rope. He leaped right in there.
Boy, and I mean, can get it up and over, too. These guys, that's just the way that they move. They're a great example, Dave, of a couple of outstanding junior heavyweights that have made their impression not only against guys who are the same size, makes no difference what size. They have so much speed, so much endurance, and they're as skillful as can be. The Fantastics have certainly turned it into heavyweights, no question about it, regardless of their size.
Tommy Rogers. I don't know exactly what that was about. The referee was talking to both of them there for a moment, but
referee Jerry Calhoun.
Tommy making the tag on Bobby Fulton. Just kind of dropped down with a lower leg across the biceps, the upper part of the arm of Benny.
Winding it up. There's the tag as Bobby Fulton, representing the Fantastics, tangles up with Jerry. Standing side headlock. Mares him over and down, does Fulton, but he has the hair pulled and into a head scissors. He's out of it before you can hardly bat your eye, but the referee jumping on Garman, saying, hey, watch that hair. Fulton was taking care of that. Backdropped him. Interesting style of backdrop there, too, because it was kind of a rolling block that you might see as he took him up and over on the side.
Yeah, he had a little extra momentum, almost like centrifugal force going there as he was spinning him.
Six-man tag action coming up a little later on. You're going to be seeing Coco Ware, Phil Hickerson, and Jerry the King Lawler on one side of the ring. That'll be a dandy, depending on how much time we have left.
Well, look at that move. Tommy had the arm up behind the back, almost in a hammer position. He was able to turn him over and had his opponent's own weight on the arm. Tommy caught in the corner there for a moment.
Rogers beats Garman with a foot coming off the rope, puts him down with a big right hand. Tag on Bobby Fulton. Bobby over the top. Sunset flips him in a leap. 1, 2, 3. How about it? I thought he was going for an arm or so, Dave, when he leapfrogged him and came down. He turned it into a sunset flip, went right over the top, and son of a gun, if he didn't nail him very, very well right there into a pin position, and the winners are the Fantastics.
Time on it was 3 minutes, 10 seconds. Bobby Fulton and Tommy Rogers take the victory.
Hey, the Fantastics did something that I think a lot of people who have seen the sheep herders, you know how they climb in the ring and they sing the New Zealand
Waltz and Matilda,
and all of that, and about halfway through it, if even that far into it, half the audience is ready to get up there and hit them right in the mouth anyhow, just looking at them. The Fantastics did. We got it on tape. It took place in Louisville, Kentucky. Let's take a look at this.
We are about ready to go in Louisville, Kentucky, with a tag team battle with the sheep hunters. It's Jonathan Boyd bringing in Red Morgan and Taurus Bubba, Bill Dundee and ringside to go against the Fantastics, Tommy Rogers and Bobby Fulton. Here's the song they sing, Waltzing Matilda. Hey, Bobby Fulton and Tommy Rogers with a drop kick in the middle of the song. The Fantastics in their first appearance ever in Louisville, Kentucky. Dundee sent over a drop kick on Rip Morgan. This team of the New Zealand sheepherders in trouble. They got that flagpole. They got Taurus Bubba. It's over. Oh my goodness. 27 seconds. 27 it took them. The winner, the Fantastics.
50 move with the Fantastics against the sheep herders. Sheep herders, as you can well imagine, Jonathan Boyd had some comments to make.
Fantastics. I want to talk about the bloody Fantastics. You people see what a bloody scam they put on while we were saluting our bloody flag and showing homage and honor to our country. What do? They drop kicked Billy Dundee and myself. We all crashed together and went down. Then the Fantastics used our flag and beat Bulba. We're not accustomed to be beaten, Fantastics. Apparently you don't know too much about the bloody sheepherders, but you're going to know Monday night, because it's Turkey night. That's right. All the losers, they come back in a battle royal, not the winners. And it's the first person in the battle royal to lose. That's the loser, and he's going to be tarred and feathered. I hope you good-looking Yankee boys are accustomed to looking ridiculous, because you might walk to the ring and all the girls love you, but when you become turkeys at the end of the night, they're going to know exactly what you are. You're nothing but Yankee scum and Yankee nothings. You understand that? So, this is what's going to happen, Fantastics. We're going to beat your brains in, then you're going to go into Battle Royal, and you're going to be too hurt to win that, so one of you are going to be tarred and feathered. I guarantee it, because I'm going to make it happen. I'm the warlord of the Sheepherders Army.
Jonathan Boyd with Rip Morgan, yay, back in the background back there. Yeah.
Hey, can I do that while you do out of town?
No, please. A little calmer this way, I think. Coming up tonight, championship wrestling action in Jonesboro, Arkansas. Big Thanksgiving special, 7 terrific matches. Going to give away 5 turkeys over there. The Fantastics, Jerry Lawler, Bill Dundee, Phil Hickerson, Dutch Mantell. The Freedom Fighters will be over in Jonesboro tonight. Also, Pritchard and Rose. It's a special night tonight. All tickets $4. It is tonight in Jonesboro, Arkansas. Make your plans to be there if you're in the Jonesboro area. That one's worth driving, too.
Okay, Brother Dave. We'll be looking forward to all that action tonight. Jonesboro and Jackson coming up on Thanksgiving. Bobby, how you doing? Tommy, by golly, I'll tell you what, we enjoyed the quick win in there, but I don't know whether you had the chance to hear it or not, but the sheepherders had a few words that we played a little bit earlier. Jonathan Boyd making some threatening noises, Bobby.
Well, you know, Mr. Russell, I'll tell you one thing. When we came in here, all the great people that's sitting in this audience and all throughout the whole area told us about the sheepherders and how they've run roughshod over everybody here and beat teams to a bloody pulp. Well, me and Tommy realized that when we got in the ring in Louisville, and we only stand for one national anthem, and that's the national anthem of the United States, brother, and we don't stand up for no New Zealand national anthem. So after a little while, Mr. Russell, me and Tommy got to thinking of ourselves. They said, there's 4 guys in there and we're not going to stand for it. So that's what happened. We just took matters into our own hands, into the great people's hands, and we put them down 1, 2, 3.
The people there got a kick out of it in Louisville, and I loved it when I saw what you guys did, Tommy.
Well, yeah, we was out there, and they come out there, and there was 4 of them in the ring, and Bobby and myself at the time looked at each other, and we said, four heads against 2, it just don't get it. So we had to play our own national anthem right there, and we were just proud that what we come up with. You know, we used our own flag on them, and it was real great. It was a real honor to be there, and it was real privilege to do that.
You're going to be facing him again coming up Monday night at the Coliseum.
Yes, sir, Mr. Russell. You know, I'll tell you right now, when me and Tommy found out about this match, whoever loses this match goes back into a turkey battle royal.
That's right.
And whoever's the first one to lose that turkey battle royal gets tarred and feathered.
Right.
Well, we know 3 sheep that's going to be turkeys come Monday night. Let me tell you people right now, the Fantastics, when we get in that ring, we're going to be fired up. Jonathan Boyd, we know you're capable of doing anything. Taurus, Boba, and Rip Morgan, just be prepared, because with the great people supporting Memphis, we're going to see the sheep herders tarred and feathered.
And also, I'd just like to say something. I'd like to say hello to all the people down there in Jonesboro, and we're looking forward to seeing all the people shaking a few hands, kissing all the pretty girls. Come on down. There's special ticket prices tonight, I understand. Thanksgiving a celebration. We're just looking forward to seeing all you down there, and we're going to be out there signing autographs and saying hello to all the great people of Jonesboro.
I love to hear it. Okay, good luck to you guys. We're going to be seeing you in Jonesboro and see you Monday night down there. Good luck to you. All right. The Fantastics, Bobby Fulton and Tommy Rogers. We're going to take time out, and we'll be back with more of that wrestling action for you in just a moment.
One fall, 15-minute time limit. Introducing, first of all, the referee assigned to this match, Jerry Calhoun. And in the match, from Memphis, Tennessee, at 216 pounds, Jim Jamison, going against him with the Guru over in his corner. From Oil Trough, Texas, at 229 pounds, Dutch Mantell. Dutchman wearing a championship belt around his waist. He hands that out of the ring, and we are just about set with a one-fall, 15-minute time limit match. Jim Jamison starting out here. The Dirty Dutchman. He'll try anything in a match. He'll tell you that. He makes no secret of it. Look out, Jamison's head rammed into the turnbuckle over in Mantell's corner. That's the Guru down here at ringside. He doesn't say much. I just hope he stays out of the action here. Knee to the back. Jim Jamison. Grabbed by the hair and thrown through the ropes down on the floor. Mantell slides out of the ring. Grabs Jamison and hammers him down here on the floor. Picks him up, throws him back under the bottom rope. Mantell up on the middle rope. Comes off of there with a double forearm across the back, and Jamison just collapses. Mantell fires him across the ring. Clothesline coming off of there.
Now we go back to school, baby.
Ooh. This is it. 2, 3. Boy, I tell you, there was just no doubt. Thought Mantell was going to body slam him, but he ended up throwing him face down on the mat, and then he turned him over, and when he dropped down for the cover, there was almost no way that Jamison was going to be able to get up. In fact, he did not, and Mantell gets the 3 count and the victory here. His Guru approving in the corner. Oh, look out. Mantell with a bullwhip going in. Jamison is out of the ring. Minute 22 seconds was the time on it, and the victory goes to Dutch Mantell, celebrating with his Guru over in the corner. There they go.
Okay, had an incident that took place right here on our Championship Wrestling, as a matter of fact, that involved a match that had Phil Hickerson involved, and I think Dutch involved in it, and so forth. And Tom Renesto became involved, as you will see. Let's take a look at about a quick minute of this action. Dave, I'm nervous about this chair that Tom Renesto is not sitting in. It's laying over here in the corner. Uh-oh, he missed it that time. Renesto going for it. Branch comes right in. Look at that drop kick from Ware. Double drop kick. Beautiful. Ware hooks him. 1, 2, 3. Renesto climbing up. Look at Eddie Baldwin. He pulls Renesto right out of the ring. And Coco
got Eddie Marlin knocked down by Tom Renesto. Meanwhile, is celebrating by Coco Ware, the new Mid-America champion, as he defeats Tom Branch. 1, 2, 3, right there in the middle of the ring.
We busted Eddie's glasses. Okay, congratulations, Coco Ware, with that Mid-America title match again. Eddie Marlin. Yeah, it was the Branch Coco Ware match that involved the Mid-America title that Renesto became involved in and was short-stopped on his way into the ring. And here is Tom Renesto.
Well, it is obvious that you've done exactly as I told you to do, to re-show the VTR on where I slapped Mr. Eddie Marlin. Now, Mr. Eddie Marlin had that coming, and I want to thank you personally for showing it, because I think down deep in your heart you enjoyed my slapping him as much as I did.
Not
the
really.
only thing that I'm sorry for is that Eddie Marlin doesn't come out here right now or isn't here so I could slap him again publicly, because that's what I intend on doing every time I see him.
Well,
I'm going to slap him.
That kind of an attitude is going to get you exactly somewhere else besides right here. You don't have to listen to that.
I'm not going to hit him, Lance. I'm not going to.
Eddie! Now, you of all people know better than this. Come on, Eddie. Dundee! Come on, Billy. Get off of here. Will you guys get on out of here? Come on now. Bill, now, there's no excuse in it. Come on. Get him. Oh, my goodness. Busted open. See if you can get him in the back, too.
Okay, Ed? Can you get up? Huh?
Let's take a break.
Okay, well, went back and here comes the king. We went back to check and see. I think they got Eddie on the report. I appreciate you coming out here, Jerry. That's ridiculous out there. And Dundee taking a chance to come out here. It's bad enough that we had Eddie and Renesto, but Dundee's got to come out here and stick his nose in there.
Yeah, they're back working on his head now. He's, you know, it's no sense in something like that, a jerk like Tom Renesto coming out here. But then, as you said, what makes that worse is then Dundee coming out and, you know, and interfering. It seems like Dundee wants to interfere in everything that's going on.
Everything.
I'll tell you. He'll get his comeuppance. You know, Dundee, a little short, sawed-off runt that he is, you almost feel sorry for the guy. You know, one of the bad things about being that short, you're the last one to know when it's raining. Did you know that, Dave? What's wrong with Dundee?
Gary,
anyway,
there's
a couple other things. I want to talk about a couple things real quick before we talk about my match Monday night. A couple things that are real important. Well, first of all, I want to mention also is the Fantastic Day. It's going to be over in Jonesboro tonight. Big matches over there. Looking forward to seeing all the people in Jonesboro. And another thing, something that's going on right now, everybody that's watching outside, the people at McDonald's and my good friends down at the Malco Theaters Corporation, Stephen Lightman and all those great people, are cooperating in the Toys for Tots. Now, I'm sure that you've all heard about the Toys for Tots program to help a lot of little unfortunate kids have a better Christmas this year. Well, right outside in the Channel 5 parking lot right now, as a matter of fact, up until 3 o'clock this afternoon, there's some Marines out there, and the Toys for Tots program is in session right now. And if you come down and bring a toy and donate it to the Toys for Tots, you get 2 free tickets to this new Santa Claus movie. So Santa Claus, the movie that's going to be premiering at the Malco Theaters. And and a bumper sticker also. So just as they're going to be out there until 3 o'clock this afternoon. So if you come down, help somebody have a better Christmas, donate a toy, and just for doing that, you get 2 free tickets to go see Santa Claus the movie, the premiere of it at the Malco Theaters.
That's in the parking lot at 1960 Union Avenue, So bring those toys, the new toys down here, and pick up those tickets. Thank you, Jerry.
Exactly. Listen, I want to mention also, I want to talk just a little bit about the matches. Super card for Monday night. I got this, everybody sees this Maharishi, the guru, Dundee's guru or whatever. Well, now he's out here, you know, and he's doing all his praying and beating on that tambourine. Well, I got this jerk in a match. We're talking about the...
Excuse me just a minute. First, I want to apologize for interfering. I know I shouldn't have done it, but I did.
Yeah.
I've had it up here with Tom Ernesto. Can't take it no more. If you, I know you won't Dundee. If you'll be my partner. Wait a minute. You don't need to get. I know I can beat Tom Ernesto. I know I can, and I'll take my chances with Dundee if you're in my corner. We'll put Dundee and Tom Ernesto against you and I, and we'll add that match on. I'm asking. This whole thing started with me and Tom, because I was standing by your side.
Yeah, you did. I got it.
All right. It's payback time. Stand by mine, because I need you, buddy. And I want that Tom Ernesto worse than I've ever wanted anything.
All right, what you're saying is you're going to add the match for Monday night?
Monday night, add the match.
You and I against Dundee and Tom Ernesto.
That's right.
All right, as you said, you stood by me. I'm going to stand by you. And I promise you this. All you're going to have to worry about is Tom Ernesto, because when I get my hands around that little punk Dundee's neck, he will be no problem to you Monday night.
I'll take my chances with Dundee with you there, and I know I can beat that.
Get that blood stopped, will you?
Put that match on just before that Turkey Battle Royal, because Jerry Lawler will make sure Bill Dundee's in that Turkey Battle Royal, and I'd like to see him tarred and feathered.
All right. Eddie Marlin, hey, well, that in terms of the card, I don't know that it's a good move for Eddie to jump in there, but I'm glad. I know how he feels. He's gotten fed up with that superior attitude of Ernesto's, and finally and getting slapped and all of that stuff, and he just couldn't hold it.
So he's added the match, so now it's going to be not only against the Maharishi Guru, Eddie Marlin, myself against Dundee and Tom Ernesto, and as he said, he's going to put that on before the Turkey Battle Royal, so that'll give both Dundee and Ernesto a chance to get tarred and feathered, and I can guarantee you we're going to make that happen down there.
Okay, Jerry, thank you for coming out earlier when Eddie was in trouble in there. And we'll be looking forward to seeing that action out there. While we're talking about that, let's go over the action that takes place at the Coliseum on Monday night, and I'll add in that extra bout that has been just added, as a matter of fact, to the card. Here's the way it goes, starting at 8 o'clock. Hey, don't fail to pick up that one line where it says general admission, $3, because that's a whale of a bargain opportunity for you to bring the whole family down. If sometimes money's been tight and you don't want to feel like you can bring the entire family, this would be a good time to do it. General admission, $3 starting at 8 o'clock with a bunch of bouts, including a man and ladies opening bout, Tojo Yamamoto, Candy Devine against Tony Falk and Sherry Martel. Billy Travis and Tracy Smothers going against the Memphis Vice. It'll be the Freedom Fighters, Jim Hellwig and Steve Borden going against Tom Branch and the Spoiler. It will then be the Fabulous Ones facing Tom Pritchard and Pat Rose in a dandy of a tag match. Interesting to see what happens when the Sheepherders get the Fantastics back in the ring again. That'll be a whale of a match. Lawler will be going against Dundee's Guru. And remember, the loser of all of these matches will end up in that Turkey Battle Royal international title match. Dutch Mantell against Phil Hickerson, title on the line. The Dutchman's got it. Phil wants it back. Then it'll be Dundee and Coco Ware. Wow, what a grudge match that will be in a half. Following that, and right before the Turkey Battle Royal, will be added the Lawler-Eddie Marlin against Tom Ernesto and Bill Dundee right before this Turkey Battle Royal. Remember again, all of the losers come back in the Turkey Battle Royal. The first one thrown out of the ring is the one that gets tarred and feathered and has those feathers added to make them a Thanksgiving turkey. And if it happens to be the loser of the man and ladies match, the man will be in the match only. But if he happens to be the first one out, then his partner, the girl, will be included in the tar and feathering. That's Monday night, $3 general admission. Son of a gun, it ought to be a big night. Love to see you down there to watch all the action as it'll happen at the Mid-South Coliseum. We are ready to get back in the ring. David, we got a big six-man match coming up.
Well, you hear the music, and here they come. The Memphis Vice and their partner, Tony Falk, stepping up to ringside right now. To hear that music, and let's see who we're going to see coming through the door over here. Looking for the Birdman here in just a minute. There he is. Coco Ware.
Quite an opposing team on that side of the ring.
Boy, it is.
With Coco and Jerry and Phil.
Lawler and Hickerson over there, and this has the makings of a really good expiration of time match coming up right here. Coco greeting the rest of the crowd over to the table. Hello, Coco.
Hey, man, never get eat what you done, D. I promise you that.
Think he doesn't have something on his mind?
Boy, I think he does.
Dundee.
Six-man tag team action about to get underway here. It will go to the expiration of time. Introducing at a total weight of 689 pounds from St. Louis, Missouri, Tony Falk. From Memphis, Tennessee, Jerry Bryant and Big Lou Winston, the Memphis Vice. And going against them at a total weight of 715 pounds. From Jackson, Tennessee, Phil Hickerson. From Union City, Tennessee, the Birdman, Coco Ware. And from Memphis, Tennessee, the King, Jerry Lawler. This match to the expiration of time. Your referee is Jerry Calhoun.
The three men closest to us, Dave, that is the Memphis Vice and Tony Falk. Interestingly enough, they all are trying to prove something. Jerry Bryant and Big Lou that formed the Memphis Vice, trying to make a name for themselves as they teamed up together and taken a new face, so to speak. And Tony Falk in from St. Louis, just a newcomer in here, and he would like very much to try to make an impression. They've got three guys over there that are not too easy to make an impression on.
Boy, have you got that right. And one of them leading off here, we're talking about Coco Ware. Coco going against Lou Winston. Big Lou, he does have the size. That name means what it says when they call him Big Lou. He's tall. Ooh, that was a fist. Yeah, we could see it from our angle. He nailed Coco right under the chin, but Coco Ware comes back with a drop kick. Jerry Bryant of the Memphis Vice jumped in there, and Coco just dumped him over his shoulder. And the Memphis Vice regrouping down here in the corner. Crowd getting on him a little bit, and Lou Winston taking out some of the frustration, yelling at the crowd. He climbs back through the ropes now. Coco calmly waiting in the middle of the ring for him. Tag made. Jerry Bryant will be the official man in the ring here for the team of the Memphis Vice and Tony Falk.
Jerry Bryant said, I want him, let me have him. Lou says, you want him, you got him. And he tags him, and here we go. I'm not so sure he wants him anymore. Look at this.
Whoa, good move by Coco Ware. He just let them run into each other. Bryant was going to try to use his speed and agility dancing around the ring. He had Winston in there. They were trying to set Coco up for a double-team smash, but didn't work out quite that way as the Memphis Vice run together and then out of the ring. Lou Winston back in. Bryant has to step out. Yep. Bryant has to step out. Winston is the official man in the ring. There he goes. Winston stays in. Coco again, just watching calmly. He makes the tag. Here comes 259-pound Phil Hickerson. Lou Winston takes the opportunity to leave. He gets out of the ring. Over to the referee. Says he pulled my hair. He was choking me. He hit me with a fist. He'll try to say anything to the referee. Hickerson standing there, right fist doubled.
When you're going against Hickerson, Ware, and Lawler, it doesn't get any easier. I don't care who they tag. The next guy in is going to be rugged.
No weak spots in the lineup. Hickerson over on the ropes. Winston tried to whip him into the ropes. A reversal by Phil, and he wrestles him down to the mat. Hickerson tags Lawler. Jerry Lawler. All right, let's do battle. Tony Falk. Falk has stepped in.
Memphis Vice takes a little rest and lets newcomer Tony Falk into that ring.
Falk from up the river in St. Louis. That was a right fist. Lawler comes back with a drop kick. A move very similar to the one Coco Ware put on Lou Winston over in the corner, over in the opposite corner just a couple of minutes ago.
Falk's got good size, Dave. Beyond what we have seen since he's been in the area, we don't know a whole lot about Tony. But he is hungry and trying to make a name. Makes a tag on Big Lou Winston. And one half of the Memphis Vice trucks it back in there to tangle with the King. Here comes the other half.
The King head scissored it, takes both of them over and down to the mat. Well, I tell you what, I think this team of Lawler, Hickerson, and Coco Ware are inspiring each other. You can just kind of feel the adrenaline flowing here as they're all really ready for the match and putting the moves on their opponents to keep them off balance. Yeah, Bryant says they're in trouble now. He says those guys are in trouble now.
Got them mad now.
Got them, yeah. Let's see.
I was sitting back here thinking, Dave, you look at Lawler, Ware, and Hickerson. Every one of them are kind of converts. They have had a time in their lives when they weren't as well liked as they are now. Which is all to say, here's three rough guys who can get as nasty as anybody can going against this Memphis Vice and Tony Falk team.
You know, another thing about all three of them, too, we think of them now primarily as single wrestlers, but all of them, their background is in tag team matches.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
This is not something that's totally foreign to him. Coco Ware head into the turnbuckle. Lou Winston really driving now. Lou Winston of the Memphis Vice. He's using the fist. He's got Coco slowed down, but he misses there as he's going to drop down on him with the upper arm. Coco over near the wrong corner. Bryant grabs him. Only a couple of minutes left in the time limit. Time running short here. Coco Ware down on the mat. Lou Winston back up. Lower leg across the throat. Makes the tag on his Memphis Vice. No, I beg your pardon. He makes the tag on Tony Falk.
I thought like you did. I thought I saw him tag Jerry Bryant, but Falk is in.
Tony Falk. Coco flips over to the corner, makes the tag, and here comes Lawler. It's Lawler against Falk. Bryant is in there. He slams their heads together. Everybody in the ring, all six of them, look out. Lou Winston sliding under the ropes. Bryant back out of his corner. And now it's Lawler just hammering Tony Falk's head into the turnbuckle. Drop kick. Best drop kick in wrestling has just put Tony Falk on the mat. Coco picks him up, leads him for Phil Hickerson. Hickerson for that bulldog power slam.
They are pouring it too. Tony Falk. Big elbow.
Yeah. Follows with the right hand. Got a 1, 2. He got him. 6 minutes, 46 seconds. Lawler, Hickerson, Coco Ware defeat the Memphis Vice and Tony Falk.
Well, a tough loss, I know, from the standpoint of the Memphis Vice. They thought this was their chance. We were talking to Lou earlier. They thought this was a chance to really make an impression here on television with three outstanding names of Lawler, Hickerson, and Ware. Didn't work that way. They got roughed up a little bit, and Tony Falk is the one that got pinned. We're going to take time out. We'll check our time and be back with you in just a moment.
National heavyweight champion Dutch Mantell having a little chin music with the fans out here. The Dutchman who got that title.
How about let me talk a little bit? I think the people tune in to hear what I got to say. Now, you saw Eddie Marlin. He got what he had coming out here. Bill and he come out and busted him wide open. He said that he deserved that for a long time. And who is the international champion? Dutch Mantell. I work for it, and I intend to keep it. Now, you know, a lot of things are going to happen Monday night. Turkey Battle Royal. The loser has got to go back maybe to get tarred and feathered.
Right.
And I'm going to do my best to send Phil Hickerson back there because when he gets tarred and feathered, they better go and call the Tar and Feather Company in to cover that big body of his. Now, he wants it, but he ain't getting it. You know what's wrong with Phil Hickerson? Let me tell you what's wrong with him. Because he's got the Tennessee mentality. He thinks like all these people in Tennessee. And he ain't no way he's going to think I can beat him. Hickerson couldn't beat me on my worst day. I'll tell you something right now. I'm no turkey, but one thing about it, brother, I'm no coward just like you run off the other day. Hey, Monday night you run off, man. You left the ring. You got something up there that belongs to me because you're a damn thief, and everybody in the world knows you got stole. That man got stole. Who walked off? You walked off, and everybody knows it, brother. Everybody was there, seen you turn around. Okay. When it got too hot for you, brother, you left. Wait a minute. See, I told you, just like the rest of these rednecks here in Tennessee, a big mouth, but nothing to back it up. Hey, I ain't got nothing to learn the game from this. So if you want this interview, I'm taking this interview, brother. I'll take
Are you leaving again, Dutch?
I'm going to take that belt from you because it belongs to me. See that? Yes. He can't even stand out here and look at me in the face, man. He can't sit there and tell these people because he's going to tell them a lie when he does it. Because everybody knows, man, it got too hot for him down there, man, and he left. He just left. Who's running? Yeah. Now who's up? Look at the chicken from Jackson, Tennessee. Bail out of here, baby. Yeah. I don't run from nobody, Russell. He is a chicken coward. I don't run from nobody. You see him back out and run out just like bring the redneck that he is.
You're not going to have the whipping.
Let me tell you.
Look out, Phil. Now who's running? He brings a whip out here and starts.
Leaving the sides up on man, that's what happened. And he runs like a damn dog that he is, man. He's a thief. I hate a thief. But let me tell you something, man. I'm going to get you, Mantel. You got it. My belt, I want it. I'm going to beat you like a dog that you are.
Okay, yeah.
I hate to say this, but if he touches me that whip again, I'll try to kill him.
Well, I can't say it. I really blame him. He goes out and brings a whip in here. Had the international belt on his shoulder. Comes out, faces down with Phil, leaves, and then he heads back out there. Comes in with a whip on it. Phil evened things up, brought a chair in. You saw who split out of here. Okay, Davey, how about take a look at what we did today, huh?
All right, we had our first look today at the Freedom Fighters in here. Jim Helwig and Steve Borden. Jim out of Atlanta, Steve out of California. Boy, they were quite impressive. The size these guys have, they weigh in a total at 545 pounds. And that's not just weight. It's not just idle weight, I guess you could say. They are in great shape. They have great upper body strength. They proved it here today. They were going against the team of the Invader and David Johnson, and neither of them could do anything. They would run into them, and they just bounced and hit the mat.
We did get a test to see about the boys wrestling today, the Freedom Fighters, because they were being very cautious. They'd run in, they bounced off them. They're trying to knock them off their feet, trying to get them on the old adage, once you get somebody, a big man down, the Freedom Fighters down on the deck is what they were trying to get them into, and they figured they had a better chance. They couldn't do that, couldn't even budge them. No. By the way, they will be on the King Show,
Jerry Lawler show
tomorrow morning, 11 o'clock.
Yeah, okay, yeah. That's Freedom Fighters going to be on the Lawler show tomorrow morning. Also, the Fantastics in here today. Another great team. Boy, Bobby Fulton and Tommy Rogers going against Jerry Garman and Benny Traylor. They won the match. And we are continually impressed by the speed and the agility and just the enthusiasm that these two guys show when they jump into the ring. The Fantastics, the winners of their match. Dutch Mantell in against Jim Jamison. Jamison just never really had much opportunity. Dutch Mantell came in. He was ready to go, and he beat Jamison in about a minute 22 seconds. Then it was Coco Ware, Phil Hickerson, Jerry Lawler on one side of the ring. On the other side, the Memphis Vice, Jerry Bryan and Big Lou going against Tony Falk. The match just over moments ago. And Coco Ware, Phil Hickerson, and Jerry Lawler get the victory. It was 6 minutes, 46 seconds of action. Part of the time, all 6 of them were in the ring. But when the final bell sounds, Coco Ware, Hickerson, and Jerry Lawler do, in fact, have the victory. By the way, the Memphis Vice is going to be on Lawler's show tomorrow, too.
Everybody. I'm going to be in Jonesboro, Arkansas tonight, and everybody's gotten Bill Dundee's wage going to pay for it over there, brother. And they're giving away 5 free turkeys, they keep telling me, right? Well, I may just buy them all so they can't give them to them rednecks over there.
Marvelous, Bill. Hey, I want to remind you folks again, the big Thanksgiving special at the Coliseum. General admission, $3. The added match with Lawler and Marlin against Ernesto and Dundee. It'll all happen down there. Hope to see you there. I know we'll see you next week. Until we see you at that time for Dave Brown, Lance Russell saying bye-bye, everybody.
announcers on this program are selected and paid by parties other than this station, namely the promoters of championship wrestling.